this stream. Thank you for joining me today. So yes, second stream in a row, 2 days in a row. And no, this is not going to be a regular occurrence. I am going to be treating this today as a work stream. So I really need to redo the B-roll. So that's like footage from games, from various crossover games for CrossOver 24. So I want to cover all of those games basically, which have come out and have now been made compatible with crossover 24. And I need to I did a stream of this a while ago, but I missed out a few games. I don't have Planet Zoo, Age of Empires 3 multiplayer, and I want to redo my recordings for Horizon Zero Dawn and then Mafia Definitive Edition as well. So yeah, let me know in the chat. Does my audio sound okay? Is the microphone good? Let me know. Just type it in the chat. Let me know if that is looking good. And yeah, let me know how all of you are. So I know that it's doing streams twice in a row is something that's a bit indulgent, I suppose. But it's also something that I want to kind of do just to get some of this B-roll out of the way, be productive, and also hang out with the audience too. It is also Chinese New Year, so Gong Xi Fa Cai or Gong Hei Fa Choi. This is my if you can see in the let me see my OBS window. Yeah, this is my pom pom pure my Chinese New Year pom pom purin. I've got one in the background as well. A lucky Japanese cat. So this is this is my wife's lucky Chinese pom pom purin New Year toy. So I'm going to put this one on my Mac today, and we just had our Chinese New Year reunion meal. So just kind of had a little bit of food. Feel a bit full. It's kind of like Christmas for Chinese people, East Asian people, Southeast Asian people, generally speaking. Oh, I just pour myself a bit of Coke. And yeah, I'm going away next week as well. So it just means that I'm going to be a little bit busy. So I won't have time to do this. And crossover 24 is going to come out anytime soon. So hello, Docky. Thank you for rejoining the stream. Don't you have anything better to do than watch my streams? So you can get Assassin's Creed Black Flag working. So that's a DirectX 9 game, right? 32 is it 32-bit? So crossover is not a good candidate for that. Probably Parallels might be working better. Can you test Cyberpunk 2077 with FSR 3? I will try it at some point. I'm not going to do FSR today. Raymond Lee asks, can you try Helldivers 2? I'm not going to do Helldivers 2 because I already tried it, and due to DRM, it is not working. So that is something that we can't get working, I'm afraid. But let me see. I'm going to try something else today. I tried to run Horizon Zero Dawn earlier. Couldn't get it to work. I'll just try again before I give up on it. I'm not sure why. Because I'm using crossover 24.2, but I might try this again later just to see what the hell's wrong with it. So it's crossover 22 beta 2, so that came out yesterday, and basically we're just going to see if it is working. What's happening here? If I can't get it to work, I'll give that a minute, to be honest, just to see if it's there. Oh, my stream's crapped out of my computer. That's weird. Maybe it's like a resolution issue because I had it working at 1080p before, and now I'm trying to run it at 1440p. So we'll see if this is any better today. If I can't get it working, I will move on. Did the FSR 999 work out in the end yesterday? Yes, I did get it working. I'm going to share in the chat a link to my second channel video. So I'm just going to retitle it, actually. Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales. Okay, so a link in the chat. I hope you can see it in the chat anyway. It's just an unlisted video. You guys can see the results of that that test that I've done. So yeah, that's my Spider-Man remastered video. So I did like a before and after comparison, and the results are pretty interesting. Now, I know that 999 FPS is not really possible, right? Even the fastest computer at the lower settings won't run at 1,000 frames per second. Maybe like an old game from years and years ago, maybe that'll work. But basically, I don't think it's actually running that fast. So I had a couple of comments about how frame generation works. So it could be a bug with the way that the frames are being counted by the metal HUD, but I'm afraid. So I'm not 100% sure that those frame numbers can be trusted. But why don't you have a look at chat in this comparison video that I've done? So I'll put them, side by side. Maybe I'll bring it up on stream, actually, on the stream. Excuse me, little dude. Let me get my. This is why I don't have mascots in my stream, because I can't see my screen properly. I have to look at my OBS screen instead. Okay, let's have a look. Where's my YouTube channel? Okay, so there's my video here. Yeah, I'll show you like
Spider-Man, what's your status?
what it looks like.
We're about to go in. Be there soon.
Yeah, so we got some pretty good results yesterday, and I've just started putting it together today. So if I just pause, right, you can see 60 FPS on the left with FSR 2.1. I'll have to take it out of full screen, to be honest, so I can actually see it on stream. So FSR 2.1, we're getting 60 frames per second. Here we're getting 113. And then basically whenever I pause it, you can see roughly double. But here it's closer, 85 to 95. And then in the same point here as well, when I do the comparison, 100 to 163 FPS. So it's a pretty substantial difference in frame rate. In the notes I'm looking at CrossOver 23.7, so it's an older version of CrossOver, and I'm using Luke FC's 0.90, which is the older version of the FSR3 mod. Yes. So yeah, Ducky, I will do a tutorial on this, but it just seems like every single game has got a different way of doing it. And I've also discovered that there's another modder called Pure Dark, who I've subscribed to on Patreon today, and they have similar FSR3 mods which are for frame generation, and I think those have quite a lot of potential. I'm very interested in trying those out. So I mean, I could very well do a tutorial, which I kind of done in my live stream, very elongated one, but it's only going to work on Spider-Man and Remastered and Spider-Man Miles Morales. I tried to get it working on Pal World, couldn't get it to work. There's the Elden Ring one, but I've discovered today that is not actually it's a well, little dude. It's actually a mod pirated from Pure Dark. So that's why I'm not going to cover that one yet. I want to get the Pure Dark version, the up-to-date Pure Dark version working before we continue. And I think that it would be good to have that working correctly before I do a tutorial. So I don't want to do like a half-assed tutorial. I want to cover at least 2 different series of games, because I want to cover Elden Ring, and yeah, I just want that to work correctly before I do it. So there's a lot more research left to be done. I'm a little bit burned out from yesterday's FSR3 stream, so I just want to do something a bit easier today, and I know that CrossOver 24 is going to come out really soon, so I want to have a video ready on the day, and I don't have all the B-roll that I need for it. So yeah, I'm just going to make sure that we get that done first, prioritize, because I'm going to be away next week. I'm going to be away next week, so I'm going away on a holiday. I'm going to Cinque Terre, Italia, and with my family, and I'm going to go on vacation to see what it's like. Let me see. Did you test Overwatch on M3 Max? Test on M3 Pro, I think, works okay. It still has a lot of quality of life issues, the Overwatch on Mac. The command tab issue where the mouse loses focus on screen when you die, that's an issue. I think that, yeah, there's basically some problems which need looking at before we can actually play the game properly. Let me just check why I can't load up Horizon Zero. I'm going to spend a minute troubleshooting this because it wouldn't be. Let me just look this up. Might just reset the settings on Horizon. Let me just check Horizon Zero Dawn. Where are the settings kept? PC Gaming Wiki, always a very useful resource. Where are the settings kept? Save data's here, which I found, but save game profile, save game. There's a profile button here, so I might reset this because I changed resolution, so that's might be why it's not loading correctly. See, it's trying to do 1080p here. So if I do this to what's my resolution? My res, I'm doing 1440p today, so maybe this is why it's not working. Let me just try this. Because it's I'm using the GOG version of this game, and I've copied it locally as well. Let's see if that's better. Okay, that runs today. Does Cinemag's game mode contribute noticeably to Mac gaming? I haven't done any extensive tests on game mode, to be honest, because it's not supposed to raise frame rates. It's supposed to like reduce background stuff, background priority. It's a bit like affinity, making sure that your game is the focus for your computer as much as possible, and it does stuff like increase the polling rate of Bluetooth devices. I haven't found it like make a noticeable difference yet on any game, because in theory, if you're not running anything in the background, it shouldn't make any difference at all. So I'm not really sure it's gonna help that much. Let's see what is wrong here. I think it's because it's like trying to do an exclusive full screen thing. I want to get new B-roll for Horizon Zero Dawn. It's not a good sign that it's not even launching. So I am using a new version of CrossOver 24B2, and I am running a local copy of the game. And I wonder what happens if I just delete my save. Is that because that's the only commonality here? Let's just do that. Let's try that. Because it was working before I decided to reset all my bottles and everything. It's always a pain when you self-sabotage, I suppose. Just trying to get this working. Let's put my Horizon Zero Dawn here. Okay, this is the exe running at DXVK msync. That should be fine. Okay, I'll try this one more time and then I'm going to move on to something else if this don't work right now. Okay, GTA 5. I'm not going to be doing this right now. Do I live in the US? Do I sound like I live in the United States? I'm afraid not. If you can tell from my clock, it's 22:44, very late at night. So is Luke FC working with GTA 5? No, I don't think the mod works with GTA 5 because easy anti-cheat. Yeah, there's no exceptions for easy anti-cheat on wine games, I'm afraid. Yeah, it just doesn't want to load on me. I don't understand why. Because it was working fine before. It's the story of my life. Okay. I wonder what the log says. Just give that a minute. I'll just get that in a minute. Sergio says, hi Andrew, I'll be able to get FSR 3 for M1 Air. What AAA games will be capable to play? The M1 Air is not great at playing Palworld, so maybe FSR 3 will make the frame rate better. What I have discovered is that if you connect to a multiplayer server, then the game runs way better, because if you play single player, then the game is doing the work of managing the server that you connect to, and it's rendering the game world. If you happen to be joining a multiplayer server, you'll get way better performance. Yeah. Have I ever been to... Why do you stream late at night? Because I have children, I've got responsibilities, I've got to like cook stuff. I've got to like get food, and the only time I have for myself is in the evening. That's like the only time I can do anything. So that's why I can only do things at night, I'm afraid. So I find it a bit more calm as well at night because there's it's just a bit just a bit calmer, I think. Okay, this ain't working right now. Okay, well, I'm gonna cover the stuff I haven't covered already. I've got plenty of B-roll for this. I think I have to nuke my entire bottle again just to make sure that works. Okay, let's do got my list. Planet Zoo. Let's do it. Okay, so have I ever been to an Aphex Twin concert? Does Aphex Twin do concerts anymore? It's like a very millennial type of question, I suppose. I don't know many Aphex Twin songs either. Like, where's the Aphex Twin question gone? I'll change this chat to all messages so I can see if I'm missing anything. Whoop. Oh, someone's deleted their Aphex Twin question. I like Radiohead. That's one of my favorite bands. Radiohead. I've seen them live before. One person I'd love to see is Bjork. I used to be a big Bjork fan. I used to think it would be really cool to see Bjork live. She doesn't do concerts anymore, really, which is a shame. And yeah, what else would I like to see? I'm not going to do GTA 5. Well, I might do if I've got time. Elden Ring, if you're waiting for Elden Ring, I'm probably not going to do that today because I tried to do like an FSR3 stream, and one of the issues with Elden Ring, it's kind of capped to 60 FPS. I couldn't really test it properly because it kept going over 60 FPS, which is quite annoying because you can't really tell the impact of FSR3. And also, after investigating yesterday, I don't think my FSR3 was working correctly. The mod, it just ran so well. I couldn't like turn it off. Oh, Stereophonics Live, Docky. Yeah, that's cool. Docky, where do you live? Are you British? It's an unusual band for non-British Britpop people. I used to go to this bar a lot in Taiwan called Park Life. Right, it's quite a funny bar in Taipei. This started by this British guy, and he loves playing Blur songs. So I used to like Blur. I used to like Blur a lot as well. Oh, he's from Netherlands. Cool. It's quite late for you now, right? It's like 1 hour ahead. It's like 11:50 now. So yeah. Lord Bacon, I really want to mod GTA 5, but I can't get mods to work. Okay. CrossOver and Parallels won't even open the game. Are you trying to run the legit version from Rockstar Games Launcher? If so, then that should work, I think. Maybe I'll have to test it out today. Let's see if I can get this working. I'm gonna move this guy out of the way. I think he's go here. I can't see my bloody screen properly. Okay, let's see. Let's get some games going. Blur has a song called Part Life, Love Britpop. Okay, yeah. British music I feel like it has like a good reach, an interesting long reach, but at the same time, it's also not that popular either. It's like it was the most popular music, but also not popular either. It's a kind of weird paradox because like now, you ask if you play some Blur or something, most people just won't know it unless you're kind of old now. It just ain't popular. Yeah. Hello, Mac Pro Tips. Welcome back to the stream. Favorite Radiohead song other than Creep? I love Kid A, the album, right? So it's kind of their more experimental album as well as Amnesiac. It came out like 2001 or something, 2002. That was formative. Yeah. GTA 5. Yeah, so GTA 5 won't open on Parallels or CrossOver because of Rockstar Games Launcher. Yes, that is true. Well, I haven't tried it for a while. And you know what? My Steam is just fucked again for some reason. Why? Like, maybe I should close my Mac stream first. Mac Steam. Sometimes that conflicts with what I'm trying to do here. Let me quit all applications. Okay. That album is really good. Yeah, Kid A. I really like Kid A. I like the opening song, Everything. What? I was gonna say Everything Everywhere All at Once, but Everything in Its Right Place. And then Idiotech, really like that Idiotech. And from Amnesiac, and also Kid A, I really like Morning Bell. Right, Morning Bell. Yeah, that's a good song. I forgot that they are always singing about Mac gaming and Kid. Yeah. Do, 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 do. You know what's weird is that I saw on the Epic Game Store, right, that there is actually a Kid A thing. And then I saw it, right? And then I just haven't I just haven't bothered experiencing it. But I think it would be quite interesting to do. I'll probably get copyright strike there, so I won't do it today. But there's like a whole like Kid A game. It's like a game or some weird thing. It's a super weird thing. I won't play the music, but it's like it looks quite trippy. A lot of the artwork. Yeah, this is like nightmare fuel. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with Kid A, with Radiohead of this era, so a lot of people know. Yeah, Radiohead is "Creep," right? That's the song. That's their most popular song ever. That's the one that reached mainstream, and then progressively they just got way more. I guess up their own arse, philosophical, depressing, extremely depressing. And I think I should try this at some point. It's an upside down digital analog universe created from original artworks, according to Kid A and Amnesiac. So, yeah, I should probably try this at some point. I wonder if it works on a Mac. That would be interesting. I mean, why is it on the Epic Games launcher? Can I get it anywhere else? Kid A Amnesia game. Yeah, Epic Kid A. Yeah, I'm just stalling for time now because my Steam won't bloody log in. Wouldn't be a Max. Wouldn't be an Android tie stream without major technical issues. Let's play a game. Let's play Anno. At least I've got my Ubisoft Connect launcher working. Thank God for that, right? Okay, and redoing my Anno 1800 B-roll because it didn't record properly. So I do like local recording when doing the streaming. It should work. Skip. Did they give you an ETA on the version 24 launch? They said, well, it's pretty obvious. Like when they release a second beta, it normally comes like a week or two afterwards, right? And so it should be next week or the week after. So I'm just trying to get everything ready because I will take my MacBook on holiday with me. I always take my MacBook because it's not just work, but it's also oh fuck. Is there something like wrong with my internet? Why is this not? Why is everything failing to launch now? Oh god. Because I can't even get into my Steam login. I think I might have to restart my computer. Let's restart this. Yeah, let's restart. Let's restart this bad boy. Yeah, Heroic, our Lord and Savior, could help with the Kid A game. Yes, I think that was probably true. I wonder what engine it's running in. Is it running in probably, obviously Unreal, right? Obviously Unreal. I have CrossOver 23.7.1. I'm curious to try out Borderlands 3. Yes. One thing I was going to do is run Borderlands 3 on Windows today because Borderlands 3 is not a well optimized Mac game. It does run on the Mac version of Epic Games Launcher, so it'd be quite interesting to see that working through Game Porting Toolkit because one of the CrossOver 24 fixes is the fact that this can run on CrossOver 24. So hopefully this is going to, hopefully we can try to run it. And I was thinking, yeah, we could benchmark it against the macOS version, which is like famously crap, right? So we'll see. What's the... Come on, dude. You know, it's like Steam, you can either open or you don't open, okay? You either open up or please just open or stop, you know, stop stopping us from actually starting the computer. Okay, let's start. Okay, restarting. Okay, is AC Mirage, Assassin's Creed Mirage coming to Mac or just iPhone? I'm pretty sure it's coming to all three platforms, iPhone, iPad, Mac. So I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I play GTA 5 on CO CrossOver 24 at 60 frames per second and online at 3040, and I'm on. I think to play online, you have to be latest versions. For me, works. Yeah, okay, good. GTA 5 no longer works. Hi, Andrew. Do you know what's wrong with Rockstar games? Every time I try to launch, it says close unexpectedly and then opens and then downloads randomly stop mid download, needing to reset Rockstar. Let me see what they say on the. Let's see. So it looks like people started experiencing issues in the end of January, right? Whether it's whiskey or crossover. So it looks like a lot of these things. If I look on the Apple Gaming Wiki Discord, right, people are basically saying that it's caused by issues with it's probably an update to it's probably an update to Rockstar Games Launcher, which is broken on wine. So that's probably the most elegant answer I can think of, right? Is that it's just broken on wine. So I don't think there's anything that you can do to fix that, I'm afraid, for now. Not unless Code Weaver's come out with a solution for that. Let me just fix this because I need to change the resolution. Forza Horizon 5 on crossover coming soon. No, I really doubt that's going to happen anytime soon, I'm afraid. Forza Horizon, it's like a. Okay, let me see. Well, maybe we can run Horizon Zero Dawn properly again. Let me just try this again. Yeah, because like basically, oh, it's working now. Restart fixed it. Great. Okay, I need to get my save games back then, because I'm not gonna reset my game for no reason, because I want to just get a quickie B-roll of the thing working. Often games just work once you restart. Let's get my old save games back. And am I using the right audio interface? Make sure that the speakers aren't too loud. Let's get my Horizon Zero Dawn working. Let's play. Let's do it. Why has no one gotten Fallout 76? I think it does work, doesn't it? Fallout 76, it runs on an Apple, runs on crossover. Pretty sure it does. Raft. I think Raft works. Raft is a game where it's like a survival game based on where you're on a wooden raft, right? Pretty sure it's working. Okay. Come on, dude. Hey, this is working a second ago. Raft runs well. Yeah. I mean, I ran Raft years ago now. I remember Raft was a game that worked on Parallels. Yeah, I used to run. I needed like a fix because a certain item elements would stop working. Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably never going to work, I'm afraid. I mean, if GTA 5 is broken on Rockstar Games Launcher, then it's probably not going to work. I wonder why Horizon is not. It just launched as well. I just launched this game. I think it's something to do with the. It must be something to do with the settings, because I've switched resolution and then now I've reset it. Let me just try this again. Because if I just delete the profile, it's like it's never been run before. See, that's loading now. It must be like a graphics issue because right. And then what I should do to load my save games back is to just quit out. And then I'll copy my save games manually. This is because I've got all my save games here, you see. So if I just move the ones I need, grab my B-roll without overwriting the profile. So I'll just grab everything. The profile contains the kind of game data. Let's see if this works. It's CrossOver at its finest. Yeah, it works. Okay. Evening, Bruce. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. I wish Apple and Microsoft come together and allow us to dual boot Windows 11 ARM on Apple Silicon. Don't we all wish that? I mean, come on, guys. Okay, let's do ultimate quality. Okay, upscale method off. How do we get the audio, the graphics? It's better. Okay, I've forgotten one crucial thing: the metal HUD, and of course, we can enable the metal HUD on CrossOver. So one of the cool features of CrossOver version 24. This is for B-roll purposes. One of the cool features of CrossOver 24 is the fact that we can enable environmental variables using this little drop down here and just load up the metal HUD from here. So you don't have to do this on terminal and affect other applications that use metal. So we can launch this here and we're going to have the metal HUD in the corner. Speaking of, like, acknowledge you conceded in your previous video that the best way of gaming is to buy a Windows PC laptop. I don't think it's conceding. It's just a fact, really. I'm afraid. Where to see the latest problems and people's comments? Why Red Dead Redemption 2 doesn't work? Why doesn't it work? Due to DRM issues, basically. Basically, when you're running wine games, so that's anything running through CrossOver, you basically have an issue with any form of DRM, and companies like Steam have enough of an audience to make sure that Steam is, that their game works on a Steam Deck, which also uses Wine and Proton in order to get it working. But the Mac doesn't have that kind of player base or power, or no one really cares. No one cares enough to do it. Why is this not working? I think what I might have to do is just redo my... Maybe I'll just do this from scratch. So it was working. Let's force quit. Okay, let's see what is going on. Some kind of thing that's happened when I full screen. I think what's happened is that when I full screen the game, it must save something which is in the settings, which is stopping us from relaunching it. So I think that's a bug of some kind. And basically, I'm working around that by deleting the profile. So when I command tab this, I think what I need to do is just, instead of deleting my saves, I'm just going to delete profile and see if that helps. Let's try that again. Okay. So will FSR3 have any impact on Cyberpunk? It has a huge impact on Cyberpunk 2077. Well, in the footage that I've seen of Windows computers running FSR3 mods, one of the challenges is making sure that the game works fine with all the UI elements, that the frame generation doesn't affect that. That's definitely an issue. But yeah, it has a gigantic impact on it. So if I can get a good way of running, if I can get a good way of running getting that working properly, then I will definitely report that. Okay, so I think with this game, I'm having an issue with reloading after full screening, right? So there's no full screen option here. I have to command enter to full screen. Can you guys see that now? Yeah, good, that's working. Let me just get my controls working a bit better. Okay, so just redo. I've already done this before, but I'm just getting my B-roll working so I can actually see it. So let me know if the audio levels are okay. Do you want the game louder? I can make it louder if you want. Okay, let's see. Let's check our settings. So display 1440p, no upscaling. Oh, full screen mode's here. I can see that. I should probably change that to borderless. Can I change it to borderless? Yeah, there's no refresh rate. VSync off. Let's apply this. Okay. Mafia, yeah, I'll do Mafia as well because I've done Mafia before, but I need to redo my B-roll for this. Okay, is that locked to 60 now? We're going over 60. It's good. It's a good game. I've forgotten how to play this already. I only played it like a few days ago, like last week. I put my pen down to go play. Astro Phoenix. Hey, do you have any idea why we were here forever? It's freezing and there was a Unity crash handler. I have no idea what the game is, but Unity games, tricky to get working on a Mac through CrossOver anyway. How do I get more arrows? I think just this whack stuff with this sword thing. How do I jump on this thing? Okay.
Need the right ammo.
Need the right ammo. How do you get ammo in this game? Okay, let's turn it. How much does CrossOver cost? Well, sounds glitchy. I think what I might do is just turn the audio down a bit. So, yeah, audio is lagging. I found that when I run this game at 1080p, it's lagging a bit in terms of audio. Let's see what it is actually. Maybe it's because... Let's see if I can fix the audio issue. Because I think it's something to do with the capture card. When I run the game at... What? Hard crash? Oh, God. Hard crash. What happened there? Okay, you have to craft arrows, eh? Well, I'm definitely going to mention this in my CrossOver 24 video. Hard crash. But what was I doing? I was trying to look at the audio interface and what was wrong with it. So. Yeah, my audio here was fine on the thing. Okay, good. Through my monitoring was fine. Okay. It's a good thing I have a separate computer just for streaming, otherwise I've restarted the computer twice now, so you know. What's the report? What does this mean? Let me just turn off my monitor. It should be mirroring here. It should be mirroring rather than doing whatever it's doing. Okay, what the hell happened? Okay, so panic, CPU 4 caller DCPX day panic. Interesting. Not seen that one before. Okay, let's try this again. Metal. Actually loaded up everything pretty gracefully. Problem is very ungraceful kernel panic. Let's just make sure the audio is good. I think I'll just stream this through that. That should relieve some issues. So this is, let me see. Let me just go to the MIDI audio settings. Let's see. Does it make a difference if I change the rate? Does changing the rate affect anything? Changing MIDI hertz rate. I think I'll stick to this. Let me just look up the MIDI audio rate. Let me just make this more interesting and put it here. Best audio hertz rate for Elgato capture. 48 hertz. Yeah, so 48 hertz is correct. 24-bit integer, 48 hertz. Cross ties. Yeah, I mean, CrossOver is expensive, but you know, if you bought an Apple computer, you already spent $1,000 something. So what's an extra 60 to get a bit of extra functionality? Let me know if this audio is working for you. Let me turn up the audio again. Go -20. Yeah, it doesn't like to be open. It doesn't like to open on here if I have some kind of graphics setting maybe, which doesn't like. It doesn't like the full screen. It doesn't like the fact that I'm full screening it. So if I tweak the profile, can I actually, if I change this, right? So it knows my. Let's make this bigger. Display mode. If I change this to windowed, does it like it more then? Because that's what it works on. Let's see. So here's me watching Mac gaming streams at 4:45 in the morning. Where do you live? What's 4:45? That's 5 hours ahead. So are you based in the Middle East somewhere? Are you in like Dubai or somewhere? Shrestha. Do you have a 14 or 16 inch? This here is a 16 inch. Okay. Beacon of light. The point being, poor Andrew is spending more time. Yeah, I am spending more time getting this stuff done. But like I said before, I would actually really enjoy doing this. But what I worry about is that it's pretty boring for you guys. That you have to watch me do a bunch of crap and watch some really boring, you know, the worst TV show ever is watching me trying to get a game to run. Okay, let's see if that launches correctly. Why is Mac gaming so complicated? I mean, Mac gaming isn't complicated. It's running Windows games through a Mac that's complicated because like a lot can go wrong. A lot can and will go wrong, so it kind of sucks. I feel like it would be easier to simply buy a PS5. It is 100%, 1,000% easier to buy a PS5. Oh, I can hear noise. Why can't I see anything? Where are you? So if I change the window to windowed mode, it don't work. It's I can. Oh, here we are. But where are you? Why can I not click on you? I can't command tab to you. Where'd you go? It's there. And I get. There's only one window. That's a weird one. Not seen this bug before. Okay, let's quit. Let's just quit properly and kill the profile. If we kill the graphics profile, then it has to generate a new one when we load it, and then it'll work. Audio is still garbage. Yeah, I had this issue last time I was trying to do this. Is audio still bad? Yeah. Ultra quality. Let's do ultra quality. I think I need to get myself a new capture card, because I think there's something wrong with the way that basically I think there's something wrong with that, because like when I run the game, so if I stream at 1080p, it's always fine. But if I do 4K or 1440p, I can physically hear some kind of whine coming from the capture card on the computer. Something is like making something happen. Let's full screen this bad boy. Something is making the audio not work correctly. Okay. I might just turn the audio down a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to turn the audio way down. So listen to the calming sound of my voice. That's all you need. You don't need game audio. It's distracting. Okay, let's get some proper B-roll. Okay, so so if I'm looking here, the game's just loaded. We're looking at ultra quality, aren't we? 1440p. Graphics set to ultimate. Maybe quality is fine. Favor quality. Let's try that. I want to get like a good 60. I think I'm going to do some upscaling because we're running at quite high resolution. Let's use FSR quality. Yeah, so whenever and let's display, instead of displaying it full screen, because every time I do anything, it just conks out the stream. Because when you change resolutions, it doesn't like it. Let's see if I can do this. Is that good? 50. 60. Oh, that's good. So FSR set to quality mode, 1440p. I think that looks pretty beautiful. Okay. PS5 is a great Mac companion, says Mac Pro Tips. Yes, definitely, I would say so. How do you craft arrows in this game? That's funny. So I'd have to go somewhere. I have to go into this. Am I supposed to go up here? Okay. It's a bit pointless. Did I supposed to... The codec ProRes could be the issue. It's not fully supported by the... But this is HDMI output, right, Thomas? So I'm HDMI outputting into a PC with a Elgato capture card. Yeah. There are forums you can check the replayability. I mean, the best, I think that the most comprehensive resource for Apple Gaming at the moment is the Apple Gaming Wiki Discord. It gets even more up to date than the wiki, right? Beacon Light, can we buy the Steam Deck and stream to our MacBook? Will this solve all our problems? Yeah, I mean, the Steam Deck is a computer that you can stream to, and it's underpowered compared to a Mac. Like you wouldn't be able to run. The thing is, right? You can stream. How do I use focus?
I need the right ammo.
How do I focus in this game? It wants me to focus. Controls. Focus. What's the focus key? Focus. 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 V. Focus mode. I need to investigate. Okay, follow the purple line. Okay. I am playing the game on CrossOver. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if the question is, right, you want a game to work, then you do not want to be using a Mac to play games, okay? Because the Mac is not designed to play Horizon Zero Dawn. It's just not designed for that.
This trail ends here. Must be where she saw the scrapper. If I
Who's
follow
this?
the tracks, I should be able to find that spear.
Is this a scrapper?
Protect me. Like we're just trying to have a conversation.
The audio is actually fine. Hearing here, I think it's my OBS is going wrong. I'm turning the audio up a little bit. Does that sound okay, or is it still bad?
I'm not allowed to talk to her.
At this rate, I might get a gaming laptop with jet turbines and play games with noise cancelling headphones. A lot of gaming laptops have like fan profiles which are designed to not let the fans go too hard, but obviously it means that it'll basically sort of throttle itself. It'll stop itself from getting too hot, which will affect the performance too. But either way, if the question is where is a better gaming platform, virtually every other platform is better.
Here. I'll bet it crossed the river.
Better than a Mac, I'm sorry to say. So if you're looking for ease, right, then yeah, streaming to a Mac is an option too. Buy a gaming PC, buy like a little computer, and then stream to the Mac. I mean, it's kind of pointless because you can buy a monitor for like £200 or something. Okay. Where's the tracks? Will you do a user update video? Is Yuzu working on a Mac now? I remember looking at Yuzu like a long time ago, and if it's not as good as Ryujin's, then it's kind of pointless. Try changing frequency in mid. Okay, so I'm just worried that. I will try changing the frequency in the MIDI audio setup, but last time I did that, it crashed. So I just want to get enough B-roll so that I can actually...
There. Time to get that spear.
That I can actually make a crossover 24 video. So I just play for 5 more minutes and then I want to get some actual combat.
Come on.
I've forgotten how to play this game already. It's done the tutorial. How do I do the... How do I do... Oh yeah, I'm healing already. Okay, that guy needs killing. Press O, craft arrows. O. Oh yeah, crafting arrows. Crafting. It must be so frustrating to watch me play games, because I'm just kind of crap. I need to hit the weak points, right? Ah, terrible. Hit them in the bum. In the eyes, boo. Okay, just one more. One more to go. Yeah, I can't get my joypad to work for some reason. What's good about CrossOver 24 is they fixed the main bug. And the main bug is the fact that the slowdown bug effect is... Ooh, this component. All this stuff wrecks really realistically, like just falling down. That's pretty cool. How do you heal? What's the button for healing?
A well-made weapon. Arana will be happy to have it back.
Okay, so... We're here to see performance, not exceptional gameplay. As a semi-professional gamer, I should be good at games. This is a cool looking game, but I'm not really sure I care that much about it, you know. The new Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out soon, right? Can I climb? I'm being spoiled by Pal World and Breath of the Wild and stuff. There should be ability to just scale any wall with your bare fingers. I've seen the stamina meter. Healing is D-pad up. What is the keyboard command for it? It's cool, let's explore. It's nice 60 FPS. Whoa, crap. Ouch. I think if that happened in real life, you'd be dead. Face plant into some rocks. Okay, good. I bought Death Stranding on Steam after watching Andrew play it. It's currently on sale, yippee. Well, if you bought it on Steam, you ain't playing it on a Mac, are you? But probably a good idea, to be honest. The EA Steam connection is poor. G-Tech support doesn't pass through macOS, nor does Bluetooth headphones, only mono for my AirPods. Oh, Q to heal. Okay. So I got me enough B-roll. Let's try fixing the audio, okay? Actually, to be honest, the audio is coming okay through here. Let me look this up. Okay, let me see what happens. I'm going to try to recreate this bug, okay? What happens if I try to go to Control Center and tweak my audio settings? If I go to MIDI and then tweak this, will it crash? If we change it to 2-channel 20-bit integer, chat, does that sound better or worse? Let me know in chat. Is this different? It's because it sounds okay through here. So this is the pass-through from HDMI to my computer to OBS. So that should be fine. Yeah, Forbidden West, the sequel comes out soon. Let's go to my next objective and save, and then let's see if again it's the same. Let's see. Let's try. I don't know. I don't understand what these things mean. Two channel 16-bit integer. What does that mean? I don't think that's the issue. I think it's my OBS. Let's try 16-bit. Let's try 16-bit integer. What does that do? It sounds fine through here, so it's not. That's not the issue. I think it's my. I think it's my. I think it must be my capture card. Play this game on battery. Play this game on battery mode. I can't unplug my because the way that my computer's set up, I can't unplug the battery right now. But I'll try that one day. Okay, let's save and then figure this out. Yeah, I think it's my capture card because I can hear this whine. There's some kind of whine that comes when I run the games at high resolution. Right, so it's a 4K 60 Mark II Elgato, and it should work fine, but it just definitely has issues. So there's Elgato releasing a new version of it, which probably might work better, so I'll try that. Face double audio while playing games, how to fix that? Espresso on Cricket Community Comp. I don't know. Fans and temperatures, let's have a look. Okay. 86 degrees, fans at 50%. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. 86 degrees is not too bad considering that this is running through Rosetta 2 as well, so it's not natively optimized. Chicken.
Here they come.
Well, what's coming? Oh, let's save here. Let's talk to this guy.
Oh, mother be praised. Aloy's back with the spear. First you send a Rana back to me, and now you've got the spear.
I need to change the
just called out to
frequency.
you for help.
Okay, let me see if this makes a difference. 2 channel 24-bit integer 44 hertz. 44.1 kilohertz. Okay, so Ernie, let me know if this works. I can't hear it because did this change? Did this sound device change? Can't hear it through the. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, I can't hear it anymore either. And nothing coming through the OBS. So it has to be this. Right. Let me try changing my audio device back. I don't think it liked the fact that I changed audio device. I think the audio device. Oh yeah, it's because this is on. Oh yeah, because this. I have a combined. So when I'm streaming, I want to be able to hear it through this device, and now it's not liking that too either. But if I change this to I've got so many audio devices. If I change it to that, I think it's just not outputting anymore. It doesn't like it. It don't like it being changed. Okay. Well, it works. Yeah, I don't drink. I had a bout of gout, the dreaded gout. It's inherited disease exacerbated by alcohol, and also I don't really drink that much anyway. So I'm sticking to cola, Coke Zero. That's my drink of choice. Let's just test if audio is working in general. So let's see, audio. Does it work? Let me just get one of my videos. This is working. Can't hear anything. Let me just unplug my HDMI and then plug it back in. So I won't be testing out Hogwarts Legacy. Just play TFT via CrossOver. Valve released 64-bit version for Windows. The DXVK works nicely on those settings. Okay, interesting. Really? It actually works?
Lately.
Okay, is this audio okay? Because I'm playing a YouTube video, and I just started the HDMI. Is that working okay? Let me know in the chat. Pouring myself that drink. Yes, Christian, Rob, Ray. Yes, it's true that CrossOver, a lot of games don't work on it, I'm afraid. Yeah, stuttering loopback. Stuttering, okay, yeah. I think in the future I won't run high res because I'm getting an issue with this with my audio. Frequency mismatch. The thing is that I'm doing monitoring through the streaming PC through my headphones, and that's working fine, right? I don't hear any stuttering or anything, but it could be something to do with the way that the stream audio is being encoded. So sample rate on the audio output is 48 kilohertz, and this wasn't happening. This wasn't happening last time. I think I'm just gonna have to plow through with a very low sound so that people don't get annoyed. So I'm gonna get down to minus 30, okay, and then we will plow through and try a couple more games. So crossing off the list, Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's do Anno. Let's run some Anno. Come on, my dude. Why is it not working? Terminal error. Let's do it. The sample rate in OBS. So according to audio bit rate is 160. The sample rate is 48 kilohertz channel stereo. So that's working. So this I didn't have this issue last time because I was streaming in 1080p, I think. And then I remember a couple of streams ago, I switched to 4K and then it just stopped working. So I think that might be an issue. Okay, I know why this is not working. It's because when I restart the computer, I need to go back into my NAS. I could get it. I should get it to just. I should get it to just reconnect every time, I suppose. As I have by CO crossover, I thought there will be fit every game. I'm afraid it doesn't work for every game. If you went into it with that mindset, then what I would suggest that you do is that you get a refund. Just ask them nicely for a refund. I'm sure they will grant it to you. You shouldn't. Whoever told you that it works for all games was completely wrong because it don't work for all games. It is not going to work for the majority of games, to be honest. Only some games, right? And that's just the thing. That's just the tragedy of Windows gaming on a Mac. You need a lot of patience to get this kind of thing working. Test Star Wars. What does that even mean, test Star Wars? Which Star Wars game? There's so many. There are a lot of Star Wars games that you can play. Might do Jedi Survivor at some point. I did enjoy playing Jedi Survivor in the past. Of course, I forgot to turn the metal HUD on. So it's not going to work. I need the metal HUD to be on so I can see the frame rate. Metal HUD activate. Star Wars on the 32X, exactly. Most Wanted works great through Parallels VMware. Okay, I'll try one. Do you play games on Windows PC? I play, I would say, the majority of gaming. I don't really game that much anymore, but if I do play a game, right, and I'm at home, which is not that often these days, then yeah, I will play on a PC instead. When I'm out and about, like I'm going to go on holiday, I'm going to go on a 2-hour flight to Italy, and yeah, I will take my Mac and I will play a game at least an hour, right? I'll probably play Death Stranding. And yeah, it depends if I'm traveling. Last year, I traveled a lot. I did a lot of traveling around the world. So I went to Taiwan, I went to Japan. I went to Taiwan multiple times actually, and I put in at least like 100 or so hours into Baldur's Gate 3 on the Mac. So that's pretty good. What's the difference between CrossOver 24 and 2020.7? I think the main difference is extended compatibility for some games. So games like Anno 1800 working now where it didn't work before. So this is Anno 1800. I'm gonna do Planet Zoo tonight before I finish. Okay. Let's do sandbox. Let's see the graphics options. Okay. Okay, DirectX 12, windowed mode, quality. Let's do high. What does it mean? Okay, so 1440p. Let's VSync off. It's on high mode with VSync off. Okay. Let's see. Just get a bit B-roll in. I've already done campaign video before. Chinese New Year. Let's have a Chinesey lady. That's a very Chinese name. Klugschwein. Schwein. Okay. So yeah, the main difference in CrossOver 24 and 24.7 is the fact that we have other kinds of compatibility. There's a few minor tweaks to the interface, which allows you to drag and drop. Oh, I should have been drag and dropping Horizon Zero Dawn. So it's handy for running exe files. There's extended compatibility for games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Anno 1800, Planet Zoo, Age of Empires 3, Mafia Definitive Edition. So those games are working better. I think that's about it, really. I think that the actual difference is quite minor. Christian, I have 40 GPU cores in this particular MacBook Pro. This is pretty much the most you can get on an M3 Max. So it's not too bad. Fastest you're going to get. Oh, I should try Homeworld 3. I want to try Homeworld 3. So, Homeworld 3 has a demo, which you can play now, but I'm almost 100% certain that you won't be able to play this demo in the future because the full release has got some DRM, right? So it just means that it's never going to work on the full release. Well, the demo doesn't have that kind of restriction, which is interesting. I don't really play this game very much, so I don't really know what you're supposed to do. Just want to get a bit of B-roll working. So we're on high mode with with FSR on. See if we can get some more roads. Sawmill, eh? So you're saying that after you play a couple of hours, it slows down? Is that right, Christian? Yeah. You only have 14 GPU cores. What is this? This is a mine. Can I build a mine? Paved street. Ooh, can upgrade to paved street. Does that help things?
Every rose has its thorns.
I need pigs for my pig farm. Chinese people love pork. Content farmer. I think we need a lot more farmers. I think a good game would be to try some Frostpunk. I haven't played Frostpunk much. I did enjoy playing that before. Maybe I should do like an extended stream.
You farm elk can't even roll up silage.
It's like a Devon farmer's accent. Will you get off my land? It's a good looking game, this. It runs great in CrossOver. I imagine as you get as your town develops, right, it's gonna get much more intensive. This looks pretty good though. You know, you could browse around, scroll around, build myself a little park. What is that? I can build a pavilion or garden bench. That's nice. Build myself a quaint park. Flower beds. That's nice. Yeah, after 2 hours the game would nearly stop. The FPS goes down. Is that if you reload the game, is it because your town or whatever is too big? Is that why? Okay. Yeah, so that's I'm not a huge fan of this kind of game. I'm not sure why I have it in my library. Haven't I spent any money? Didn't that cost any money? Okay. Can you do FF7 Remastered and GTA 4? GTA 4 I covered before. FF7 Remastered, it works really well. So I'm not really fussed about... If you use Game Porting Toolkit, it just runs great. So one of the best games to run on a Mac is FF7. Almost no crashes, runs really fast. I'm just not something that you should worry about. Game recommendations for 2021 MacBook Pro. It's very broad. Virtually everything works. Okay, that's enough Anno 1800. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. Don't particularly like that game. Okay, let's test another one. Let's get back Steam working again. Metal Performance HUD. Let's do it. Do you think Starfield will ever work on CrossOver? I think Starfield has an AVX requirement, maybe. I don't think it's going to work on CrossOver. I mean, I've said that Cyberpunk will never work on CrossOver, but you know, there we have it. We have Cyberpunk working. I never thought it would happen, so I'm not going to say never, but I think it is extremely unlikely that we're going to get Starfield, Red Dead Redemption 2, etc. I mean, it's pretty cool that we got lots of games working using D3D Metal. It's just a pain, you know. It all could work, it just doesn't. Okay, I'll play the Homeworld 3 demo. So Homeworld 3 is going to have Denuvo or some kind of DRM attached to it, but for some miracle, apparently this demo does work. So I think that this is probably going to be the only footage we're going to get from Homeworld 3. It's a bit like Tekken 8, right? The demo works, but the main game does not. Okay, let's do this. Tempest Rising. What is Tempest Rising? Tempest Rising. upcoming real-time strategy game from 3D Realms. Published by 3D Realms. Is that good? Is Tempest Rising a good game? Okay, let's let it install its DirectX 12 script. The new game Skull and Bones from Ubisoft looks amazing. I'm not sure when it will release, but soon. Okay, Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones. Just looking on my computer here. Skull and Bones. Is this looks like a Sea of Thieves type thing? Live service game. Like a Black Flag kind of game. Witchfire. Okay, I'll just let this load. Let me just research some of this while we guys are watching. Have a look. We are looking at Tempest Rising. Yeah, this looks interesting. This is pretty cool.
big catalyst for
This is pretty cool. Red alert. It's like Command and Conquer Red Alert. Okay.
Our new Major General. Congratulations.
I haven't heard the name 3D Realms for a long time.
Speaks for itself.
This looks exactly like
We have a lot of work to do.
yeah, I've seen Unrecord. Is that the ultra realistic first person shooter game? Yeah. Unrecord.
Tempest that is rightfully
The thing is, a lot of these games are built using like Unreal or Unity, right? So I don't understand why we can't have them ported to the Mac. Because they're both designed to be cross-platform engines, right? Yeah. So, Halfaza, I am good, thank you. How are you? Tempest Rising. Coming soon, eh? So is this like one of those games which is working on a Mac? Because Mac Pro Tips had a video today which is all about video yesterday. Let me see. Because they had a video putting up about various demos. Is Tempest Rising working? Oh, someone made a post actually about next. Ultros. What was the Ultros? Is there any of these demos which work? Is this one of those Next Fest demos? Okay. I'll give this Homeworld 3 demo another minute before I give up on it. Yeah. Mac Pro Tips does have a cool channel. It's probably in this stream somewhere, but it was here earlier. But yeah, it's good testing. More patience to test out indie games than I have. Because these are all running through CrossOver 24. All these new demos. Which is cool. What? Oh, well, what? Homeworld 3 just booted. Let me just close that YouTube video. It's one of those things, like, I click on launch, and then you think that it's gonna do something. And then you think, oh, 2 minutes later, it's not launched. But yeah, it's actually working hard in the background, getting there. Yeah, I tested it yesterday on my 14-inch M1 Pro with 14 GPU cores. Did it run well? I haven't played Homeworld for probably a decade now. First two games are apparently very good. Okay, I need 2 more games after this minimum. I need to do Planet Zoo and Age of Empires 3 multiplayer. Sussy wussy. Tempest rising. Accept the chance of getting a seizure. Can't click on the item for some reason. I can press enter on the last one, but this one does not. Love. Trying to press space on this. What? Does not like me. I have to scroll all the way to the bottom and press space. Okay. Doesn't let me clicking. The space is fine though. Does CrossOver drain the battery a lot? Yes. Because we're running through the Rosetta 2 translation layer, and these games tend to be very much GPU bound. And the GPU uses a lot of power. I should have looked at the graphics settings first. This cutscene looks pretty good. Like for 1440p. Let's see these settings. Doesn't have much in terms of settings. Interesting. Invert Y. Invert Y, please.
Mission goals are expressed as objectives. Missions may require multiple objectives to be accomplished, either linearly or concurrently. Situational awareness is key for control over the battlefield. Practice rotating your view.
It's something wrong. Anthony, I think you should be quiet. Let's put you in. Okay. I cannot. My camera control isn't working. So my mouse is not able to control. So I'm having issues with the camera control here, which is interesting. So I can move the mouse, and my WASD keys are working. But I can't control the camera. But it's cool that this game is rendering though. Let me try let's try quitting out. Okay, I'm glad that it works. Let's try launching it one more time. So I wonder if it's like a window issue, like it's. So Anthony, you really want to see Warzone 2? I'm afraid Warzone ain't gonna work on Apple Silicon Mac. Most multiplayer Windows shooters don't have the anti-cheat exceptions required to allow Mac gamers to use Wine in order to play those games. So that's just something that ain't happening, I'm afraid. Okay. Have you ever done any tests to see how long your Mac lasts off battery? I'm afraid I haven't really done much testing on that, I'm afraid. I know that a lot of games are very efficient, like Baldur's Gate 3. It's not actually very efficient, to be honest, because I remember on my M1 Max, it would drain in about 2 hours. But there's a lot of games like if you play something via emulation, like Switch emulation, you can last like the whole day pretty much. Yeah, it's cool to see. I think I'm gonna skip Homeworld 3 for now. Because there's 2 more games I need to cover. Planet Zoo and Age of Empires 3. Okay, then that'll be my day, I think. Planet Zoo. Yeah. Breath of the Wild. I don't know actually. I haven't really thought about how well it runs on battery. Because each MacBook is quite different in terms of battery length. 16-inch MacBook Pros have the biggest batteries of all MacBooks. And yeah, I think it tends to work pretty well. So, I mean, I've taken my MacBook Pro on the plane a few times, yeah, and mostly that was just to play Baldur's Gate 3. It would last for about 2 hours. I also played a lot of Cyberpunk 2077, yeah, about under 2 hours at 60 frames per second. So I wasn't really pulling any punches. If you wanted to last longer, just cap it to 30 frames per second. It will last a lot longer. I haven't done an extensive battery test. I do find that idea quite boring as a video to make, because another problem is that batteries deteriorate after time, so it's hard to make a very fair test. Like if I try and compare my M1 MacBook Air, which is now over 3 years old and has hundreds of battery cycles, to a new MacBook, it's not really a fair comparison. I think in future streams, I'm just going to do 1080p. It's just going to be simpler. Okay, Windows version of Planet Zoo. Apparently this has been fixed for CrossOver 24. Graphics settings, 1080p, eh? Let's put it up. Let's bump you up. VSync off. High preset. Let's do it. To be honest, I'm mostly happy with like 1080p gaming, especially when you're like this close to the screen. I don't really mind having it like that, except that's me. Place your avatar HQ. Well, obviously it's going to be London. Can I change that? Okay, let's do Korea. Let's make me a zoo. I've been to many zoos. I went to last zoo I went to was Taipei Zoo. Taipei Zoo is great. Taipei Zoo is a nice zoo. It's huge. They have pandas. It's next to some nice areas. Malkong Gondola. Yeah. And then last year I went to Vienna Zoo as well. Vienna was great. When traveling, I'd try gaming in low power mode if the performance hit isn't too bad. Yeah. I haven't really experimented with low power mode that much, to be honest. I find like turning down the settings should achieve a similar result. I wish Capcom would bring the Devil May Cry series to the Mac. Yeah. I think Devil May Cry 5 works okay on Game Porting Toolkit. There's some issues here and there with the game crashing. I used to crash and CrossOver before Game Porting Toolkit when you're trying to upgrade weapons, but I think it should work now. Breath of the Wild on Cemu. Does that tend to last a while? I don't know. Don't know, to be honest. I still haven't edited my emulation video for M3 Mac. I find that one a bit of a slog. I had an idea. Let's test out every single emulator for the Mac. I'll update all my video tutorials as well. And I filmed it all, but now it's like, oh, I've got to actually put it together now. I'm finding it very boring. Bit of stuttering here with that camera raise. Graphics are pretty good.
The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant.
I can see this you probably can't tell from the stream, but it's like it has small stutters.
I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride.
Okay, testing out Devil May Cry maybe.
Lion breeding program we ran in the
What's the latest Devil May Cry game? Is it still DMC 5? Or is it that one called DMC? When will the alpha version of CrossOver 24 be released? Very likely to be next week or the week after. How long does editing take? It does take a long time. I found, right, that it takes about 2 hours to produce 1 minute of a video. Right, that's my estimate. 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. Like, that includes all the recording. Let me turn up the audio a bit. Can you hear? Is that no more stuttering? Putting it mine is 18 decibels.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now,
So, like, the physical process of editing can be quite fast, right? But it depends what kind of video you're making. When I make tutorial videos, it's fast.
How about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals? We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Can you run direct? This is running through DirectX 11. I can see this on the game porting toolkit here. It's saying DirectX 11. You're welcome, Vcrunt. Just change some of the settings because I like my mouse inverty. That's better. Oh, it's gorgeous. No stuttering now. So I was only doing that cutscene. Oh, it's very detailed. Why are people behind a fence looking at this park? There's no animals here. Oh, there's peacocks. Light stuttering. I think it's like shader cache. So like I click on an object and it just freezes for like a microsecond. Let me click on this peacock again. Yeah, that's not stuttering anymore. It's just shader cache compilation. Is the audio okay now? Because I put it back down to -18. Let me know if the audio sounds good. Is it stuttering?
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too.
This is what I call a Welsh accent.
Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the bears. Hey, bear. Where's the actual bear? Let me know, is the audio sound okay? Oh, bears are hiding here.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare.
Audio sounds good now. Okay, I'll keep it at this.
Today as we go through your objectives. But for now,
Do you use VCC and Sapphire plugins as well, or just stick to base video editor? I use DaVinci Resolve. I don't really use any plugins. Don't need to. I'm having trouble with Breath of the Wild. It should run much better on Sumi, but I find the difference is not that big on my M1 Pro. The Regix emulation has improved a lot.
See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it. Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Well, I can just wow. I can just zoom out like that, and I can flick my scroll. So one of these MX Master mice, you just flick. That's cool. I hope I didn't make anyone really sick just now. Okay, I need to look at a lion. A lion.
Panthera leo leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size
Inside
are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome, which is precisely why I handle training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Get used to this camera control still. Okay, habitat. MC plot of land. Okay, good.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals.
It's missing
but
something.
It's missing a certain something. Well,
Why do you use Resolve?
something.
Is it because it's free to find? FCP
So
Final
I'd
Cut
like
Pro
you
much
adopt
nicer to
the pair of
use.
them. To adopt
I like it because it's
animals,
cross-platform,
animal
so I can use it
arms,
on
which is in
my
the
Windows
animal
computer
training
and on my
section.
Mac, and I can have one. Yeah, basically, I paid for DaVinci Studio, and so just a one-time cost. There's no subscriptions, no nothing. It's just one-time cost. So I quite like that. And in the studio in the Discord that I'm in, partner YouTube Discord, almost everyone uses DaVinci Resolve. It is like massively good. It is seriously
There we
impressive
are,
how
a
good
pair
it
of
is.
perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants. When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Got a little zookeeper here. Okay, well,
When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat.
well, I can confidently
I'll
say
mark the trade
that
center
Planet Zoo
location,
works
so
not
let's
too
go
bad.
and watch the
DirectX
caretakers in
11,
action.
not working too bad at all. Okay, good. So Planet Zoo, success. Okay, let's do Age of Empires 3. Save my game in case I want to come back to this. I'm not sure I ever will. Armored Core V6. Yeah, apparently that works quite well. I will do Armored Core V6 in the future. I'm going to redo all my tutorials at some point. Okay, Age of Empires. Three. Then I redo my Mafia. That one I might call that night then. I thought Premiere was a big one everyone uses now. Premiere Pro. So Ducky, I did start on Adobe Premiere Pro. I did not like the fact that Premiere Pro became a subscription model. And it's became very expensive, right? So how much is Adobe Premiere Pro? How much does Final Cut Pro cost? When you buy Final Cut Pro, do you have to pay a subscription? Like, how much does it cost? £300. It's the same as DaVinci Resolve. But the problem with DaVinci Resolve is that it's not cross-platform. I like to be able to edit the same files on Windows as well. So Tvardovsky asking about Mafia. I might do Mafia again, actually. Yeah, I'll do Mafia after Age of Empires 3. It does work. It works fine. Yeah. Subscription on iPad. So what Mac Pro Tips, what do you use? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did miss your message. Lock a guest in with the best. Final Cut Pro. I think they're all the same. I mean, these multi-editors, they're all just the same type of deal. I don't really see them as... Oh, Planet Zoo quit. Yeah. Age of Empires 3. Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, I try to run Premiere Pro as a backup, right? CS6 was good, but now that I have money, right, I just want to buy what's best. And I did buy DaVinci Resolve Studio, which has some extra features, including like using the GPU as to do rendering, and which makes things a lot faster. I've gone back and forth about editing either on the Mac or on the PC. So when I upgraded my PC's graphics card, I found that the editing got a lot better. It's still not as good as my M3 Max, but what I don't like, I really need more space, right? If I had more space, I would make a dedicated Mac workstation. But right now, what I do is I have a monitor which I use to switch between using KVM to switch between the Mac and the Windows. I just got tired of doing that. I just started doing Windows only instead for a while, because some of the files that and what I found as well is that I'm using Windows as a streaming PC, so all the recordings go on there. So it's just faster just to edit straight on the onto on the PC. And all my microphones and stuff are now connected to my PC. I think in the future, I might replace the PC with if I ever get a big office, right, what I'll do is I'll switch. I'll have a Mac area to do all of my Mac stuff, and I'll have a PC area to do all my PC stuff. So I think I might try to arrange it like that. Come on, guys, what's happening here? We'd like to see Age of Empires 3 working. What about LA Noire? Rockstar Launcher is a big pain in the ass. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work. Honoric Link. They disable local LAN gameplay. It's very disappointing for most of us. That's what we play the most. Are you talking about Age of Empires 3? Helldivers 2 cannot run on CrossOver, I'm afraid, due to DRM. Ooh, turn this down. Okay, let's get in there. LAN gameplay. Come on, dude. Some Mac Pro tips saying you used to use Premiere, move to Final Cut, may have to learn DaVinci eventually. Well, if you're happy with Final Cut and you're going to use a Mac to do all your editing, I don't see a reason to stop using it. To be honest, I just don't see an issue. I can't see a big difference between DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro. The main thing is just like they both work the same. They have the same. The Fusion node thing is a bit weird on DaVinci Resolve. That's a bit of a learning curve. But other than that, I think it's fine. Has this crashed? Hard to tell. It's really hard to tell sometimes with crossover games. Is it crashed, or is it just? I feel like it's crashed because it's gone into a cutscene, and it's just stopped. And when it can gracefully quit like that, that normally means something's wrong. Okay, let's do this. How do you transfer your files over to Windows? Just use a network. So you can share. The simple answer, Thomas, is that you use Samba share, and then you put the Mac and the Windows computer on the same network, and then you can see it under locations under network, and then just make sure that you have either a login like on the network, and then you share folders and you can share with each other. But another way of doing it is that I use a NAS. It's the network attached storage, and then I store all my files here. So I've got these recordings, I've got all my files I'm working on here, I've got all of my videos that I've ever done, all here. Well, at least these are the ones from 2021 onwards. And bunch of stuff that I'm still working on here. That's my last video that I did, Mac App Store Sucks. I just try to arrange it in date order so I can find everything back. And then I've got all of these other videos which I need to finish. I've done a lot of these already. So what I do is like I work on them a bit, and then I basically I need to put them away. So these ones are done. I put them in imports here, and then I need to finish these ones at some point. So I do a lot of like small videos, some crossover 24 video. I did have some of these already, but they don't look so good. Like because they so Warframe, that's done. Let's see if what my Anno 1800 gameplay looks like. Yeah, didn't do it. Mac, and we're going to be using the. Okay, good, that's fine. Let me just get my. Okay, let's see. Let's try and get Age of Empires 3 working. What NAS am I using? I'm using a QNAP NAS. So on my second YouTube channel, I've got a lot of stuff on QNAP. If you just type in this, I made all the tutorial videos already. They haven't done very well in terms of views. I thought people would be more interested in my QNAP setup video, you know? There's no data. Yeah, it's my beautiful voice. And my QNAP is basically this bad boy here, the TS664. I really like this because it has 2.5 gigabit Ethernet built in. If you get something from Synology, you have to buy a separate card for it, and that costs like 200 extra pounds just to have the privilege of having 2.5 gigabit Ethernet. And not only does it have that, it has 2 network cards, which is nice. I really like that. So this is my NAS, and I've already filled it up. It's already like 100% full. It's really annoying because 48 terabytes of space used up. I only have like a few terabytes free. So I need to get another one. Yeah, I'm running on a MacBook Pro, 16-inch, 40 GPU cores, 48 gigabytes of RAM. It's kind of overkill for what I use it for what I actually use it for. That's my cup. This is my cup. Can you read my cup? I've received this cup from my cousin when I was about 7 years old. It's one of those novelty cups with a little poem on it. Yeah. I store let me see. How can I explain? I run an extensive Plex setup. So if you don't know what Plex is, it's basically a self-hosted Netflix-like content thing. So if let me show you my queue finder. Yeah. No, I'm not going to show you that right now, but I have a lot of data on my Plex, and I have about 7 or 8 terabytes of games as well. All these Windows games, all these games are on my computer. So yeah, let me look. Can I see stats? What are my stats? Home. Does it tell me how much space I've used up? So one reason is that I have 516 films, and a lot of these are in 4K, right? And some of these are like 40 or 50 gigabyte rips. So these are extensive, and I have a lot of TV shows as well. Okay, Age of Empires 3. Can I skip through this without it crushing? Okay, press escape. If I press escape, has that just crashed? Did that crash, or what did it do? Because it's kind of stopped as well. Maybe I'll give it a minute. Talking about my Plex library a little bit more. How many GPUs is best for everything? I'm not the M2 Max because I think it's overpowered. After Effects gaming. I don't think, it depends what you're doing, because if you're saying gaming, the more cores the better, right? The more cores you have, the better it's going to run. Okay. Okay, why? So if you're saying 14 cores is like the minimum, well, if you get an M1 MacBook Air, then you're looking at 8 cores. Yeah, I run 6 12 terabyte Western Digital Reds in a RAID 5 or 6 configuration, which has 2 hard drive redundancy. So that's why I don't have much space. Here's all my TV shows. Okay, that's okay. Age of Empires 3 does not like me today. Okay, let's do Mafia. I might have to try Age of Empires 3 later. Like, if I can just let that intro video. Press again the last what you pressed. I don't know what that means. What game am I trying today? Okay, let's play some Mafia Definitive Edition, because that's what I really need B-roll for. Because I have all these games installed. It's kind of crazy that I have too many. This is like what my storage is being used up for. Mafia 1. Hey, first-time watchers, we're wondering if the Total War games work on the Mac or not. A surprising number of Total War games function well on the Mac because they have Mac ports. So if you want to play Warhammer 3, you are in for a treat because it works well. It actually works very well on a Mac. If you want to play Three Kingdoms, great. But there are several conspicuous entries which are not there. Rome 2 is Windows-only game, works best on Parallels or VMware Fusion. One of my favorites, which is Total War Attila, is not a Mac game. Whereas Thrones of Britannia is a Mac game, even though they use basically virtually the same engine, which is a weird one. Also, obviously the latest historic entries, including like Shogun 2 works really well on a Mac, but also the other games too, like Pharaoh, Total War Pharaoh, and Total War Troy have native ARM Mac versions. So if you have it on Steam, go crazy. You can play it on a Mac. It works well. Mavro, I have 7 GPUs on my MBA and it's kind of hard to emulate games. Probably in the future it will be better. I think that the 7 GPU MacBook Air, the 256GB one, is probably running as best as it'll ever run. Some things will get better, like if you talk about game emulation, like Switch emulation, that's improving. But yeah. What is my internet? What is my internet connection? I have I'm using a 5G mobile connection, and it runs about 100 megabit, 150 megabit. That's what I'm currently streaming on right now. What? I've not seen this one before. I've not seen it do this before. Why is it doing this? It doesn't like the fact that I've launched it from Steam. Let's try this again. Definitely shouldn't be doing that. Waiting for eGPU support for Macs on the later releases. Okay, Thomas, I'm afraid to say that eGPU support is never happening on Apple Silicon Macs. I think people ask this so much. I'm going to have to make a dedicated video about it. I already have this planned, okay? So basically, Apple have had the chance to integrate third-party GPU support for the Mac Pro, right? So when they refreshed the Mac Pro last year, you know, that thing, the Apple Silicon Mac Pro Ultra, okay? Like Linus tried to put a GPU in the Mac Pro, okay? Right? And that thing is filled to the hilt with spare with PCIe slots, right?
Performance that Max. It seems that the
And so, you know, to it's not, if they don't have like a third party PCIe support there, then it's just not going to happen, right? Like as a concept, like if you're going to have PCIe slots that only support like audio cards and not bother integrating other graphics, it's just not happening, okay? And Apple make way too much money from, you know, selling Mac Pros at highly inflated costs, or Mac, you know, you can buy. Really, it's the Mac Ultra. That's what it is. Sorry, the Mac Studio, right? Like, why would Apple's whole strategy now, right, is to be completely self-reliant when it comes to chips, right? So why would they, you know, put the hands of the graphics feature in the hands of Nvidia or AMD when they could be building those chips themselves, those chips, right? So it just doesn't make any sense. They make so much money from just, yeah, you want to upgrade from the M2 Max to the M2 Ultra. I mean, one reason is you want more CPU cores, but really the main reason for a lot of people is that you get double the GPU core count, right? And if you give people the choice, right, like, you know, don't you buy the lower end Mac and then supplement with a third party graphics card, then it just doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to make a video about this because this comes with so much, right? Disney bought a whole thing of Mac Studios for 1.2 million in a single purchase. Really? Holy crap. 3 of them. It's like 3 Mac Studios. Okay, Mafia Definitive Edition. This is in 4K, I can see, because it's last time I ran this on this computer, it was 4K, so we're in 4K now, which is why this screen is rendered off screen. I have to fix this to change this into something that I can actually see. Yeah, I can see that window is running. Let's get Mafia Definitive Edition running again. I haven't tried GTA 5 yet. I'm probably not going to do it because if people saying not working, then very little I can do with it. After connecting PCIe to PCIe GPU in a Mac Pro with Apple M CPU, reported connected GPU, but driver not load. I think run. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like maybe it'll detect the GPU, but without the correct drivers, it's completely useless. And Apple is all about the unification of the hardware and software. And Apple doesn't do drivers, right? So, you know, this... what's happening? Can't see the screen because I put it in 4K. And it's rendering the window outside of the thing. What do you think next macOS will bring, since Apple has much interest in gaming now? I don't think they're going to bring much, to be honest. Let's change the display audio. Can I do this? Yeah, let's do this. That's better. Okay, let's put this into the correct resolution. VSync off. Okay, 1440p. Okay, last time I streamed this, I had copyright strikes, not strikes, but my stream got demonetized. I had to mute that section, so I have to make sure I remember to mute the music. Let's play a little bit. Let's just play a little bit of this. Music, be gone. We're getting striked again.
Okay, next up we got old Eugene's place. China store up on Tallow. He's not dead yet? Almost.
Mafia Definitive Edition. Running at 1440p high.
Guy who used to run this next place, Tom. His name's not Eugene. Guy's a Chinaman. But it sounds like Eugene. Well, that's what we called him. Polly slammed his head into the counter back in, what, 27, I think? Yeah, it was hilarious. After that, no problems at all. If you look, you can still see the blood. Poor old bastard couldn't scrub it out.
So Mafia is working. This is CrossOver 24. So this is one of the new features of CrossOver 24. Running the beta version. So I believe you can't get this working on CrossOver 23.7. Okay, let's see this working. A bit of stutter here. It's running on high settings at 1440p, so graphically it ain't too bad. Driving's terrible. Is this Chinatown? This is old school Chinatown, eh? Driving with a keyboard is the worst. Let's just see if my controller will work. Controller time, controller time. Controller time. So I'm playing with the controller. Analog controls are a little bit more graceful, I'd say. Looks pretty good. How many people this is the Mafia remake. I mean, how many people actually play Mafia? People excited about this?
This is
So
it.
Linus, field runners. Let's try and get in here.
I'll cover this one, Sam. You sure? Sure, I'm sure.
So I'm a taxi driver, right?
He's doing the store on his own?
Yeah, when Polly's built up a little steam, he needs to let it out on his own. Just gotta let him get on with it. It's his way. You can hear it in his voice. Gotta let him lone wolf from time to time.
You can't play Smite with the Apple Silicon Mac, I'm afraid, due to anti-cheat. Do you know field runners? What is field runners? Not sure what that is.
Ain't having much fun right now.
Because Linus connects to PCIe GPU to the Mac Pro and system reports show CGP connected but not loading driver because macOS doesn't want to load. Sounds correct to me. Any Soulsborne game on CrossOver 24? I think, well, Elden Ring works really well on CrossOver 24. I believe the Dark Souls games work well. And then, I don't know, I don't really know any other ones. You also have Liza P, which is native Mac. Skyforce Reloaded. Okay.
Drive before the cop show, Tom. Next stop's Bill at the motel. Eugene's nephew's guy's money is ours.
I'll skip the drive now. Don't have driving for my B-roll. So why are we in a motel now?
Wait for us here, Tom. We'll be back in a bit. Okay.
Nice smoking. Yeah, CrossOver 24 is not too bad.
Tom, I took one. Jesus Christ, Polly. Tell Salieri from here on out this place is ours. Capiche? And don't come back, or you'll end up in worse shape than your friends.
They're trying to beat information out.
Yeah, SnowRunner has native support. I already covered SnowRunner.
Get Sam out of there.
What Souls game have native support? What other Souls games have us on sale which work well on a Mac? Find a way into the motel. Sneak in around the back.
How could it be mine? How the hell does she even know?
Oh, okay, I didn't realize I could get such sneaky bits in this game. Where's Sam?
You don't know shit. Place is as quiet as the grave. Must have left.
Tense.
The car's still out. Why the hell didn't we just run them all out? Oh, they don't think we don't want to walk. Not yet. Oh, beating on their guy's gonna stop that? Hey, let's not roll. You can't let that kind of shit slide.
I thought that was a room. What's this about?
Grabbing cover.
It's a cover shooter, eh?
No, you didn't.
Oh yeah. Hey, oh yeah.
This'll hurt.
That'll hurt more. Jesus. Jesus. Heal up, eh? Jesus. Take care of the thugs. What does that even mean?
Sam, they really went to work on you, buddy. Christ. Come on.
Christ.
You'll be all right. You're tough as nails. Oh, shit. He's got the money, Tom.
Oh, dear.
Catch the bastard. Where is Sam? He's okay. Inside.
I don't think it's okay. Catch the thug and get the money. Get the money. Let's do it. This is a nice shoot while driving. Okay. I got infinite bullets apparently. Ouch. How am I reloading and driving at the same time? Then we'll all catch up. Oh yeah. Ouch. The car shouldn't be driving after that hit, yeah. Some big stutters here and there. But otherwise, very smooth. That's a weird one. That was like like about half a second stutter, but I think it's fine now. Where you got this guy? Oh.
Say goodnight, punk. Got a Molotov.
Oh crap.
Gotcha.
It's not cool, dude.
He's right on me. Ah! That was when I saw the cost. What it meant to be on the inside. I should have took off there and then. But I couldn't go back to being a nobody.
When I came to sales, I just stopped caring about them. There's always something good on sale. That's true. I don't think I'll ever get through most of my
So that's
backlog.
how a regular palooka goes from cabbie to mob enforcer overnight, is it? Just
Okay,
one
good. So we have this
Didn't feel that
working.
way at the time. Me parking on that particular street.
Okay, good. Mafia is working. What else should we do? would
The way I hear it, Joey was just driving to the gym one morning. Probably
I think that's my B-roll done. All
daydreaming about winning a belt or something.
pretty much covers all games. Okay. It's Mafia 3. So let's try. Oh, what's happening here? Why is this Counter-Strike downloading? It's probably affected performance a bit if downloads. I didn't allow. Oh, yeah, it probably just started when I stopped it. Good. So I was thinking of doing some other games too. I think Homeworld 3 does run, but I did want to get Age of Empires 3 working. Let me see. Da-da-da. Yeah, you can play 4K with 30 FPS. I did that last time in my stream, about 4 streams ago. I did manage to cover that, so that is working. But Have you had racing games? I have Need for Speed Heat, but never played it. Any idea? I don't know. So I don't really play that many racing games, I'm afraid. I think Grid Legend seems to work very well. That's a good Mac port. I hadn't really thought about very much. So shame I can't get Age of Empires 3 working. Because that would have been a good test. So you got Bioshock Infinite installed. How's the performance? It is okay. It's a DirectX 9 game, 32-bit. So performance isn't great, to be honest, on CrossOver. I think it's 30. Is it? What version of DirectX? Bioshock Infinite CrossOver. Let me just check. Yeah, it's 32-bit. Yeah, let's do it. Somebody asked for Devil May Cry. Let's give it a go. I haven't played this for ages. PC options. Variable. Okay, basically on high settings. Is there like a high preset? Interest. Everything. What's default? Ultra. Let's put some. It's default, but let's see if this works. Can't play this for a long time, so I don't remember how this goes. Sometime ago, I wrote an email to Aspire if they'll ever update it for Mac 1 and 2, but likely never happen. Yeah. It's because the publishers pay for the porting to happen, and Aspire, they're not paid to maintain these indefinitely. They will receive very little financial benefit for continuing to work. Is this locked to 60 frames per second? No, no, it's not. Good.
Need to catch it fast. What a mess.
Pretty good. This works pretty well through game porting toolkit and sync on. Okay, good. Let's do a bit of combat. That's pretty good. I don't remember how I play this game. Just mashing in right now. So I wonder what the issue that people were having with this game was. Is it there's like an upgrade screen thing? Okay, let me just continue a little bit longer. I think this might be the last. This could be the last game I play tonight. Weapon upgrade videos. Could that be fixed with GStreamer, do you think? If I use CX Patcher, maybe if I install GStreamer, do you think that'll help? Yeah, Rosetta 2 is probably going to get dropped. It's not confirmed yet, but it's possible. I mean, apart from upgrading, it seems to be... I wonder if GStreamer will fix the weapon upgrade problem. Cool. I think it was fixed with... I feel like it's when I tried it on CX Patcher, yeah. Probably fixed with CX Patcher, which hasn't been released for CrossOver 24 yet. But just a matter of time. Let's see, can I... Is there something I can do to... How do I get to the upgrade menu? Where is the upgrade menu? Modifying... Oh, this is running through CrossOver. Ooh, we've got a little bit of a... We've got a baddie here. Okay. Usually happens to upgrade at the start of certain missions chapters. Okay.
Looks like I'm gonna make it there before you do, V.
Skill list. Let's try and force it to crash then. skill list. Because it's when a video happens, right? How can I get this to work? Skill list, and then you click on a skill. Can't get the skill to appear. Shouldn't this be a video?
Trying to stop me. Oh, whatever shall I do?
Yeah. The Nidhogg. Maybe it should just be video, yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't seem like a demon to me.
Silky smooth.
Which way did I come from again?
Am I supposed to kill this thing? What the hell is this? What happened to the Devil May Cry series? Is there like a new one?
This again.
Is this the latest one? No, this is just using regular. It's just using regular. I don't know. This is using any options. I think this game came out at a time when FSR was not a thing. We only had renderer scaling, which is a very primitive version of what FSR really does. Just gating this. Performance feels good. I think it's for some reason it's limiting itself to 60 frames per second, and some parts like now it's like 70, but. No, I don't want to do a secret mission. No thanks. Okay. Do I have to do the secret mission? Okay, fine. How do I activate the secret mission? Do I have to line this up or something? Reminds me how terrible I am at games. MG5. I've forgotten the controls for this game. What do you have to do? Doesn't tell you the bindings. What do the bindings do? Oh, here we are. Exceed, breakaway, camera reset, devil. Okay. Right. Nice. Let's get our secret whatever. Okay, now let's continue on, I guess. No. So it's interesting, I can't get out. Done the secret mission. Oh, there's a way here. Welcome. Confirmed Devil May Cry 5 is working fine. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. Been streaming for about 2.5 hours or so now. But anyway, thank you for joining me today and being part of my B-roll campaign, getting all this stuff recorded, all ready for my CrossOver 24 video later this week. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments about what I should cover next time, because I want to do some more stuff based on... I did intend to do some work covering like Windows ports of Mac games. So, for example, like Sleeping Dogs has a Windows port and a Mac port, and the Mac port is pretty bad because it's kind of like a crossover bottle from a long time ago. And like games like Euro Truck Simulator has an OpenGL port on Mac. I wanted to do tests on that. And I guess I'm going to do some more tutorials updating GTA 5, things like that. Maybe I can get that working again in the future. But anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.